Okay. So it looks like I think we're recording. Let me just see here. Yep, we're going. Yep, we're going. So essentially, hi everyone, this is Creighton, and we tried doing this video before, and I have the creator of this channel on Skype.
Yes.
And we have come to talk very quickly because we did this the last time, and well, it threw a major fit.
Yeah, and this is just, I just want to let you guys know in case the other video doesn't upload. This is just, backup, just in case.
Yep.
So we have something else to upload.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so essentially...
We're here to talk about, and this is very, very exciting to me in Creighton. And this is going to be a fun journey in the world of Mac. And this is going to be a great series that we're going to start. Yes, you heard it. This is not just going to be an hour-long video of us talking about the Mac.
Nope.
No. Hell no. No. We're not wasting your time with an hour video of stuff. So we thought of this, and thank you, Creighton, for giving me the idea
Absolutely.
of a series
Yep.
of, since, well, Creighton can talk about it because, yeah.
All right,
Because he
well,
can.
I'm just going to quickly explain this. AppleVis, as far as the voiceover tutorials, are not up to date. The ones that they do have are for OS X Snow Leopard. And, well,
Yeah.
let me just put it to you this way. There has been some changes since Snow Leopard, like the activities,
Yes.
different things like that. There's other things, too.
Yeah.
But we're going to be taking an in-depth look, or as in-depth as we're going to look at all this, and we're going to be talking about this, okay? We're going to be talking about the Mac and its accessibility and using VoiceOver, and we're going to go over a couple things that people don't go over too much, or maybe they don't even know about.
More than a couple.
Yeah. For an example, adding preference panes to your dock. That's something that not a whole lot of people know about.
How the hell do you do that?
I'll have to show you that.
After the video.
Yeah. So, then we're going to be going over a couple things like Trackpad Commander.
That's right.
And we're going to be... There will be times... Now, I will warn you. There will be times where the tutorials will be joint together, meaning that either I'll be recording or Gabe will be recording,
Right.
or I will be demonstrating and Dave will be... Gabriel will be demonstrating.
It's fine. You can call me Gabe. So essentially, sometimes I'll be recording, sometimes Creighton will be recording, and it doesn't matter about who's recording, and we can choose whatever. And you know, some stuff that I might know that you guys might not know, I might do. Creighton might tell me, to do, and then I'll read it. I did do that one. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to do.
It really is, and we're hoping
While you're
that
talking, I'm gonna mute. Go ahead.
we hope that you guys can get at least some experience out of this. This is very near and dear to us for people to be able to experience the power and the flexibility of the Macintosh. The Mac is extremely flexible. It's very easy to use, and I would dare anyone to bash Apple for their accessibility, because I am recording as we speak with a little bit of a mixture of hardware and software on the Macintosh, and it's working very perfect and very accessible.
Also, sorry to interrupt you, Creighton, but
Go ahead.
I also want to put out there for you Windows users, we are not
I
here
was just
to
going to
bash
get into
Windows.
that. Yep.
Yeah, we are not here to bash Windows. We
Nope.
like Windows.
Yep.
We like Windows. There are some drawbacks to it. There
Yep.
are some drawbacks to OS X as well. But we love Windows.
Yep.
We like, before Creighton had a Mac, he probably lived on Windows.
I did.
Yeah.
Fully.
And I just migrated from my HP to this MacBook Air.
Mhm.
And even though I love OS X, I still like Windows. Like we haven't well at least yeah we haven't completely ditched Windows. Like I have a VM, and Creighton still has a physical machine.
I do.
With
Yep.
Windows. So I just want to put that out there. If you guys are getting offended by us
Right.
rambling about the Mac,
Right.
please don't be offended. Like I beg you. And this channel needs to grow in videos. So please, please, please enjoy the series,
Absolutely.
and please enjoy, like, just all I can say is, like, please just we're doing this for you guys. Creighton's help, like, at the same time, Creighton's helping me and we're both helping you guys.
Right.
So please be thankful for for Mac users. Please be thankful for our hard work in making this series and putting this series together. And this wouldn't be possible if Creighton wouldn't have told me,
Yeah.
oh, why don't we start a series, on Mac, since, nothing's up to date these days, And I
Yeah.
said, I said, hell yeah, let's do it. And yeah, so I'll just let Creighton talk a little bit more, and then we'll
wrap it up.
wrap it up and go on to first of all, go on to the next section of what we want to talk about and answer some questions that people might have.
Yeah, and actually, just to let you know, we have been going for 6 minutes and 41 seconds, so I'll just throw in a couple quick things of what to expect, and then we'll end it because, well, we don't want to keep this too long.
It's fine, because I have mine set up so I can record after 15 minutes, so we're good for now.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Well, since that's the case, I want to talk a little bit first in this video.
Let's not make it 30 minutes, though.
Yeah, exactly. I'll keep an eye on the
20
time.
minutes. Yeah, 20. Let's go 25 minutes tops.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about VoiceOver, when it was introduced, and we'll be doing another podcast on VoiceOver too, with some repeats in it, from this. So if you don't listen to this, and you listen to the VoiceOver podcast, I would advise you to listen to the VoiceOver podcast, okay? So VoiceOver is a screen reader. It's not like narrator that you're used to.
Oh, hell no.
It never will be. At least that's our hope anyway. And VoiceOver is a very complex, very easy to use screen reader on Mac OS X. Now, back in the day, a lot of people criticized it because it had the Control and Option key function, and you had to hold that down. However, they would always forget about the Control Option lock, which is still a thing. Which, if you hit Control Option semicolon, that will toggle that still in OS 10.11.5. But VoiceOver is very easy, and we're going to show you that in these tutorials. So keep an eye out on the channel.
Yes.
A couple things we're going to talk about. Like I said, we're going to talk about just some Mac tips in general.
Oh, yeah.
That might help you.
Yes. And this is also geared to, the beginners of using Macs. For example, me. Because I
Right.
didn't know, like, I knew that you could set shortcuts with the trackpad commander to, for example, open apps or VoiceOver utility. Sorry. But I didn't know how.
Right.
So until today, when Creighton was helping me, that's when he gave me the idea. So, it's geared to mostly beginners, but it's still going to be interesting to film, and
Right.
it's going to be fun.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the whole point. We want to make these tutorials fun, but we do want to make them to prove a point that the Mac is very easy to use. Very
Yes.
easy.
Oh, yeah.
For Twitter, we're going to do a thing on that and the client that we use. There's
I
actually...
kind of did already.
Oh.
That's on the main channel, but we can do it on this one.
Yeah.
That was on the main channel.
And there's also another one that's accessible, Twitter for Mac, but we're not going to go into that one.
Yeah.
We're going to talk.
We like that. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about audio. Let's see how long it be. Okay, we've been going for about 10 minutes.
All right, that's good.
Okay. We're going to talk some about audio and how the blind can do audio. And we're going to point to some good resources for that, because there are some good Amadeus Pro tutorials out there. We're going to point to a little bit on word processing, how that can be done. I'll be doing that. And Gabriel might be joining me for that. But like I said, there might be some where we're doing them solo, and there might be some where we're doing them together.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be talking a little bit about file sharing. Now, I can attend to this one because I own 2 Macs. The one that I'm recording on is a Mac Mini, and the other one is a MacBook Air, which is right there.
Mine's right here.
Except mine's in a case. But anyway, or sleeve. But we're gonna talk. I'm gonna talk a little bit about file sharing, because let me tell you, file sharing on Windows is terrible. I could never get it to work, unless you did a home group, and even that is, well.
Yeah, and the only file sharing, that is not built in is BT Sync and Dropbox. And sometimes Dropbox, like if you put something up there that's not supposed to be up there, it can be flagged for copyright, which sucks.
Yep.
The only that's mostly the only drawback. And actually, another thing is you don't get unlimited storage.
Right.
Unlike BT Sync, it depends on your computer storage. Unlike Dropbox, you have to buy more storage. I think you come with 2 gigs?
2 gigs.
Yeah, you come with 2 gigs when you start out. Now, with BT Sync, if you have freshly installed Windows on your computer and you have, let's say, a 500 gig hard drive,
right,
that's how much you have in BT Sync. Actually, yeah, because it runs off of your hard or what's on your, you paste crap in there and it's on
your hard drive,
depending on who has the secret. And let's say you restore your computer, you go back, you grab that shared folder again. Boom, your stuff that you put in there comes back.
Yes.
And that's what's nice about BT Sync. I mean, Dropbox almost does the same thing, but it's on a server based.
It's on a, BT Sync is a little bit tricky to explain because of the way it works. But we can do a podcast on BT Sync, although personally for me, I've gotten away from BT Sync, but we can do a podcast, or you can, because you still use it, right?
Yes, I do.
That's what I thought. So, you could do a podcast on that. I can do a podcast, or either of us can do a podcast on Dropbox, because Dropbox does work for Mac.
Yep.
I thought about doing one on Google Drive, but honestly, there's not a whole lot to do on Google Drive. But that won't be a part of the series. We'll look at some applications too.
Yep.
For an example, Loopback. We can take a good look at that.
I think you could do that one, because me with reviewing apps, I'm not that great.
Well,
at explaining stuff.
I mean, and look, we're not. These tutorials are being done in our bedrooms. Okay.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah,
we
don't have studio set up.
Right.
I'm recording from my Yeti and a MacBook. I don't have a mixer like he does, and my room, there's no soundproofing going on. You can hear the echoing if you listen carefully.
Hear that? That's pure echoing.
Yeah, and we don't have the most professionalist setups.
Right.
I mean, the audio is kind of there, but we don't want to be that professional. Like, we don't want to act professional when we're really not.
Right.
To be honest with you,
absolutely.
We don't really want to, how people talk when they're trying to do a professional recording. We don't want to do that. Like, we want to talk, normally. We want, we don't want to, I don't want to install soundproofing into my room, put foam pads everywhere.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I don't think Creighton wants to go through all that
No.
work too. No, hell no. And yeah, this is not studio quality. I mean, it's decent at least. So, appreciate our hard work. That's all I can say.
So I'm kind of
I
in a
mean,
loss of words of what to talk about. I think we covered just about everything. Just
yeah.
basically, our tip is keep an eye out on the channel.
Yeah, and I have one more thing to talk about when you're done talking.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
All right, before we say that. Also, we're going to answer some of you guys' questions. For example, when I get a Mac, what kind of Mac can I get? And probably me and Creighton went through this process of, same thing, what question? What Mac is best suited for me, you know? Is And to be honest with you, Creighton can tell you this one, but all I can tell you is if you want the most powerful ass MacBook ever, I'd opt for the MacBook Pro.
Absolutely.
But for what I'm doing, like all video editing, probably word processing, and all that good stuff, the MacBook Air is portable. All the MacBooks are, but the MacBook Air is pretty portable. It's pretty light too.
It's very light.
Oh yeah, and if you just want the almost cheapest Mac, which is about $500, get the Mac Mini.
Yep.
That's all I can say. Like, think about what you need to use it for. Like, if you're using it for hardcore editing with Final Cut, I'd go for the Pro with the 16 gigs of RAM.
Absolutely.
If you're just using it for, like, audio, like if you're just listening to music, taking your computer on the go and word processing, if you're like a student, the Air is good for you. And yeah, there's the 12-inch MacBook, but let's not go there.
Now,
And there are many models.
absolutely. Absolutely. Now, we'll probably do a separate thing on this too. We'll go over the different Macs and what you can do, and we're going to use an app on the iPhone called Mac Tracker. We'll do this in a separate file, and we'll actually go over the different Macs that are available today.
Now, mind you, we're not going to go through the old Macs. Hell no to that. Hell to the no. That's not for this series. We are here to look at the up-to-date crap, not Mac OS X Mountain Lion or Snow Leopard.
Right.
We are here to look at the latest release of OS X as like at the time of this recording, which is 10.11.5 El Capi 10.
Yes.
So we're geared to focus on that. And iOS is pretty simple, so we'll just stick with Mac OS, blah. But stay tuned. That's all I
absolutely.
Stay tuned, and we'll be able to release this stuff maybe today, and then for the next few maybe days or months or weeks. Well,
right.
Could have put that in order.
Yep.
But we are gonna enjoy posting all these Mac tips that some people don't even talk about, or some people talked about, then they changed it. Apple changed it. So, enjoy. This series meant to be a fun series and an informative series.
Absolutely.
Like an educational series on the Mac. And, I mean, Windows users, we don't need to do that. But
No.
No.
I will mention, and Gabriel can do a podcast on this. I can't because, I don't run Windows on my Macs.
No.
Because I have a physical machine, but Gabriel here does. He has VMware Fusion set up
As you guys know.
Yep.
Hopefully, from my main channel. Because some of you guys are coming from my main channel, so.
Right. And at some point, it'll probably be towards the end, though, because we really want you to understand the Mac perspective.
Yes,
first.
Mac, maybe as a bonus video at the end of the series. That's when I might do VMware.
Do VMware Fusion. Now, VMware Fusion, you have to know your Mac commands a little bit. You have to know how to navigate with VoiceOver quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
And Gabe's gonna look at that with you, and
yeah.
like I said, just stay tuned to the channel.
However many times we've said that already.
Yeah. You might see some repeats. But
Actually, a lot.
but try and stay tuned to the channel and keep your iPhones, Androids, computers, whatever, browser open or YouTube app open and
Mail app.
Yes.
Yeah. Keep that open, because if you have this set up, you should get a notification. And I don't know how to do this on the computer, but on the iPhone, when you subscribe to this channel, there should be a window that says, turn on notifications for this channel, or you can just turn it on manually. So you can do that, and then you will get notifications and stay up to date to this channel.
Right. Well, I think we are going to end it here. Like, comment, subscribe to this channel. If you have any requests, just put it down in the video comments, and we should be able to access those. Actually, we can very easily.
Yeah, we can.
And that pretty much wraps up this video.
Thank you for watching, and peace out.